Getting set up here. That turned off. One day I'm going to be professional. I promise. What's up, Coalition? Drake Ock Wheeler, Peking, Soso, Mark Tulak. What's up, buddy? All right, it doesn't look too bad over here. In this box, I was really surprised it came in so early. But there it is. That's what's going home with somebody today. And currently, because I said in there all products I currently have for it. Currently, the only product I have are a set of inserts, which, as you guys, if you guys saw the video, you know that it needs them. So, yep, I got these. In fact, they're in these tires right here. I just got to do a little bit of editing on the video, and that will be up tomorrow. Chris Smith, what's up, buddy? Enlighten. Addicted, what's up, buddy? KKRC. Yes, sir. Thank you, Addicted. So in the top there is a link where you can get tickets for yourself. I got a really stupid idea of trying something. And I don't know if it's good or bad or what, but whoa, Dreadcock Wheeler. Dude, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Ooh, I can give that a heart. Sweet. So Michael Cherry, what's up, buddy? Did you get your X-Max? Rob Connett, Area 51. Oh, the new raffle is just starting, right? The new raffle has been running since last Thursday, I believe it was. But tonight it finishes up. You got an hour to go. Nitro Pimp, what's up? You got it today. Good. Michael, dude, I was worried about that thing. That's why I sent it like signature required and all that, dude. That's not exactly something you can just, okay, messed up, let's get another X-Max. You know, it's not a replaceable item, buddy. So that's why I got that. But good, I'm glad you got it in, man. What's up, Discovery? So this is my idea. So I get complaints about when I don't have enough tickets. Like if I don't have enough tickets available, I get a complaint. I make way more tickets available than what are going to sell, I get complaints. So I thought about just really making everybody mad. I thought about maybe ordering another one of these, but let the raffle run for like 3 weeks. Tickets would be like $4 a ticket. But now this is the kicker, and I know it would never go this way, but just to really make everybody mad and happy all at once, cheap ticket, but put like 10,000 tickets up there. I know it'll never happen, but man, that would be kind of interesting, like an experiment, wouldn't it? Chris Smith, there's a link at the top right there, the pinned post. It's white on my screen. If you tap that, you can get tickets. If you go to exocaged you can also get tickets there if you look at Tuesday. Tuesday Night Live is what it says on the website. And at that point, you can see where you got it. So, Michael Cherry, cool deal. So, Mike, are you going to run it or just put it on the shelf? I mean, I'm sure I'm asking for most everybody here that was part of that thing. So, if you're going to run it and send a backflip or something, send me a picture. Coalition, yes, sir. Once you get a ticket or two, you can just kind of like click copy and paste if you get a ticket, you know, the next week or so. You did buy a mini Creighton. Dude, those mini Creightons are nice, buddy. So, you know, I'm doing the 30s now, which is actually pretty neat. I've got the insert for this, which will be up tomorrow. I'll probably take a picture of these and get these on the website tonight. They're for the stock wheels. There's a rib inside like what I have for the carbon wheels. These are for the stock wheels. The stock tires are actually pretty good. I think they're the G8 compound. So they're actually good tires. So, and these, because this does have a bit of a weight to it, these do look a little bit stiff, but in the video, you'll see like, man, they look stiff, but dude, they work good. I was able to pull way more lines with them than what I could before. Yes, sir. Nitro Pimp. Nitro Pimp is closing in on 180,000 subscribers. You guys haven't been catching up. You guys got to go subscribe to get him to 200. He probably just spit out his coffee. That's a dream for all of us to get those kind of numbers, man. 10 seconds. You only got one email. Yeah, the one email should give you all of them. Acid Mike, thank you, buddy. 3023, dude. That's a good feeling, isn't it? Shoot, man, you're doing way better than I am. I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago, I only had like 5,000. So, yeah, dude, you'll be probably past me by the end of this year, dude. And wheeling my Trail X in the house, dude. That Trail X is a nice truck. I've got one over here that I'm working on for me. I'm finally building myself one. So now this one, I've got the same axles. I found a Eco Power Servo 715. It's a low profile. I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be what it's cracked up to be. I think the stock servo may be stronger. But this one's going to have a Fusion Elite in it. I've got an 11-tooth pinion gear. I still got to put the drive shafts and stuff in it. But this has a few upgrades to it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to go about the upgrades on these. So anyway, building it, I'm going to get this thing set up. Any upgrades I do to this are going to be retrofittable to where you can put it on your truck. So Mark Tulak, yeah, we're hoping to build probably about 5 or 6 tomorrow. There's still one on the website, I think. Let me check. Shot by vehicle. Do I have my own Trail X in? Oh, I do have my own Trail X in. I was wondering about that. Yeah, I got one on the website right now. That I do. The new color Vertex. The new color Vertex, I just painted mine silver. So, oh man. Are you guys familiar with Addictive RC? They're the guys that built the big Exo bouncer, the fifth scale bouncer. They do rift cages and all that. Dude, he has a moon buggy for the Vertex now. It's $500. I got one ordered. So full moon buggy cage for the Vertex. So I've got the one with all the Vidavon stuff on it, and I've got the 4-wheel steer one. When I go to comp these things, I'm always taking the Vidavon Porta one. And guys, I got a quadfecta at the last comp. I won class 2, class 3. Class 3 I won in the dual motor Trail X, by the way. And then cheater class, I drove so bad in cheater class, but I got the win there somehow. And then in the Vertex, I got the win. So that was actually pretty cool, man. I'm trying to pass you, but when a pre-release Traxxas gets delivered to you, you better Nitro. If I get anything like that, I'll put it to use quick. Are you getting one of the new color? Yep. Mark, I can do it, buddy. It's like if you were to order a Trail X right now and say you want it, so like this one, I've got the competition battery thing up front because that's what I'm planning to run with it. I'm not putting the one at the back, but yeah. And I mean, I still got the same motor, Fusion Elite, and all that. I mean, it's going to be basically the same truck. It's just got a few tweaks to the print jobs on them, and I really think you guys are going to like it. So I've got a test print on the skid going right now. If it prints pretty, then I can then make it offer it. Right now, the prints are looking like crap. I got to get the angle of the dangle correct with the layer lines of the heat. And once I get all that beautified, then I'll be able to offer it. But right now, they print kind of ugly. And nobody wants the ugly part, right? Even though you're going to scrape it all over the ground. But yeah. Yep. Chris, yep. He got third with his. I don't know how I got first. I don't know. I think it was rigged or something. About doing plane. Have I thought about doing planes in the future? I've done planes in the past, but man, it's hard to fly one-handed. So whenever I do a plane, which I haven't done one in over a year, um, I'd have to have somebody with me. The J Concept soft cheat codes coming back in stock. Are they out? I didn't know they were out. Hang on here. J Concepts. Let's see here. Oh, I get this right. Cheat codes. Let me see here. See the J Concepts trail code, cheat code, super soft. Let's see if I can find it here. Let me see. Trail code. Huh. I guess I gotta find them. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. I see. Sky is a blue. Hey, cheat code super softs. They are truly out of stock. Guys, I have filament in. So anything printable that you guys see that I don't have in stock, send me a message. Because as long as I've got filament, as long as my printers are working, they're in stock. Okay, I just added 99 for you, buddy. I just added 99. All right, so let me see here. Unity 10. Okay, I like the Unity 10. If you're going to run a really big servo, run an external BEC or go direct power. Let me see you guys. Sobriety still intact last week between you and some friends around here. Good deal, Marcus. You won. You won that battle, buddy. You won that battle. Want to hear something messed up? I have Exocaged RC thumb steers on all 9 of my GT5s, and I'm a two-handed driver. Dude, those thumb steers are so good, and it's such a comfortable radio, man. Coming next, I have one from you that I sent black rails back to you. There is no battery tray in that box, and I get a battery tray for dual 850. I didn't put a dual battery tray in there. So you want the dual one for like the big Fusion? Because that's got like the big thing across it. So send me another message and let me know exactly what your setup is. If you can use a Fusion Elite, you're much better off with the 650 in the front. And whichever one you need, I'll get it sent out, no problem. What's up, Bob's RC? I was almost square. Use variable layer lines when printing stuff that's not flat. You can adjust different layer. Sometimes I do mess with that a little bit. But what I've got is it's on the underside and there's a very gradual slope that I've got to work out. So that's the issue. Right now I've got supports and I've got a base on this that'll pop off, but it's part of the model itself because I'm printing it at an angle like this to see if I can get a clean print. All I need is a clean print and I'm good to go. I don't want to do it vertical like some of the other ones because there's a feature of this skid down here that I'm worried about the layer strength not being enough. More honest, trying to cheap. Acid Mike, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. No whales in play. I guess, yeah. Now, I'm not going to tell you there's no whales in play. There is one guy that I do know has thrown down at least $100 worth on these tickets. I still have to open the box. North Scale, dude, it's a beautiful truck, man. It really is. It really is. Dual 2S hard packs is what I use. Dual 2S hard packs. Okay. You get the Exocaged. Man, I can tell you this, Ponky. If I'm driving this and it breaks, I mean, you see exactly what I just did to break it. If it breaks and like if I set it down here and the axle breaks in half, there's a big problem. Not only am I going to mention it, I'm going to get with the manufacturer and say, dude, you really got to do something. So yeah, I do contact the brands and all that uh, to relay different issues that I find with different trucks. Sometimes they are responsive. Oh, yeah, okay, we're gonna fix that on the next batch, or okay, we'll take care of this. One brand completely shut down their production to fix a part that I found that was messed up, and they I think it took them like about a month later to release. And you're not going to believe what company that was. It was just a small thing, but I can't remember the truck now. I'm trying to remember. I think it was a buggy that I found that had just a little bit of an issue. And yeah, they went through and rebuilt that whole part and made everything right. I want to say it was Arlarlo because they do listen to me. So that's actually pretty cool. It might have been one of their buggies from a few years ago. But yeah, they stopped it, and like a month later, they were able to release it, which I thought was phenomenal that they listened to me, you know? Vidigo, what's up? Hold your fire, Joe. Don't get the like until after the drawing, unless he entertains me first. Is that better? I'm due for a haircut, by the way. Well detected. I got talking, so I missed out on your comments here. I also bought a second Cletus car so I could run the first one. Yeah, I need to get one of those too, actually. Should trade an XRT with Max 5 for an SCX6 Honcho with mud tires. Punky, buddy, I can tell you right now, if he's got an SCX6 Honcho with mud tires and he's used it in the mud, that's a bad trade for you. I mean, it's a bad trade. I guarantee you those axles are. Ooh, wow, that really messed my hair up. I'm finally seeing it. I guarantee them axles are full. And honestly, dude, if man, if it's something that even comes close to mud, I avoid it like the plague. Man, I really messed my hair up, didn't I? I didn't realize it stood up that bad. I used the water bottle earlier and kind of fingered it down a little bit. First, got a rift, upgrade, and break stuff. You're right, Greg Sprung. You use top 3 layers for top supports. It supports break off so much easier. Organic for anything that's rounded. Honestly, addicted, it really depends on what I'm printing and what filament I'm using. Some of them, like the PLA carbon fiber, pretty much the factory offset. I want to say 0.05 or 0.5 or something like that. Works pretty good, but some of them you got to get tighter, and some of them, dude, you got to back that thing up. If not, you're breaking a lot of stuff to get them off. So, and also if the nozzle is wore out, yeah, that causes issues too. I've had that happen before. Can you convert that new axle to 4-link on the front? Let me see. There are currently no provisions for a 4-link axle on the front that I can see. As in, like, none. There are no provisions on that for a 4-link. Sorry. Let me see. So which Toyota color body do you prefer, the brown or the red? I prefer the red, and my reasons are actually pretty simple. It's easier to see on camera. I mean, I don't want to spill my drink there. I mean, this is nice. That it is. I mean, you guys can see it, right? I'll also put some stickers in there and stuff like that for you. Being molded. Nitro. Oh man, we're a Don King. Look. How many places around that on road around me? Yep. Same here. I had when I was a teenager. Man, with me, what's crazy is I'm going like full grain white here, but this has still got color. I'm not sure why, but it is still there. So, all right. So we are still moving along. Northwest Scale Adventure, leaving my 10-3 Yoda. Oh, okay. J Concepts Scale Venture, J Concepts Trail Venture. Guys, I'm there. I'm a gold sponsor. I'm going to have all kinds of stuff. I'm hoping to have some Trail X's on hand. If I don't list them all on the website, I might have them. But parts, pieces, I'm going to try to do some inserts and stuff like that, and just kind of bring the stuff I've got, you know. But I am a sponsor vendor there. That is March something. I'm sure Marcus Landry knows the dates. He knows everything. And then we got April 11th and 12th, I believe it is, for ExoFest 3 at Cherokee Rock Village. And we are still picking up things to do and still getting things organized. That is going to be off the chain, guys. That is going to be amazing. I hope to see everybody there. Vendors will be there, food, everything. So, and hopefully the food don't stand me up again. But regardless, it is going to be awesome. April, hopefully the weather won't be too hot. We should be hopefully good. Yeah, 4-link. Yeah, that can be a pain getting those. Can I get my hair to stand up too long? Well, if your hair is too long, yeah. Right now, mine's at the point where it'll stand up like crazy, and if I let it go, it'll start getting wavy. I'll look like the bow of a boat with like warpage. So yeah, that's kind of bad there. Full song. See, mine is still pretty decent up here. It's just this. And I thought about getting some hair dye and just darkening it up just to get a reaction from everybody. 21, 22. New Toyota so bad. Fizzy, big and buzzy. All right. That's a heck of a name you got there, dude. But hey, tickets are available. I mean, somebody's going home with this thing, or somebody's going to find it at their home. So, with that said, I mean, I want to say the last few that I've done, the guys that won it like had like one or two tickets. You know, I've had one where one of our whales had like $300 in tickets, and the guy bought one ticket and got that thing. So there's been a few. Rob, believe it or not, we run them on the same courses we run the 110s. We just find a wider line. Well, when I do a buzz cut, that's me with a mirror and a pair of shears. Now if the wife cuts it, it's not too bad. I'm not going to pay somebody to cut this mange. Just not going to do it. My hair is not worth all that. Yeah, the Vertex 6, man, it is awesome. And there will be class for Vertex 6 at ExoFest. So, yeah. Jack my back up moving drywall. Ponky, dude, you got to watch some things when you get older. Rob has a couch? What's up, Carpet Slayer? Hair cutting. Yeah, I mean, I just buzz it sometimes. Ponky, we're not getting younger, buddy. Just yesterday, I was an invincible teenager. Today, I'm here, and tomorrow, I'll be dust. Because time goes by that fast. It's crazy how time flies. So let me see where we're at here. Hopefully I have no issues at all with any internet this time. So far so good. Dude, it's just the 6th scale class. I don't have any reason to change anything out. Honestly, the way Cherokee is, unless the lines are specifically put over axle eaters, dude, I don't know that there's a real benefit to the portals over the straight axles. The straight axles are lighter, so less power, less weight up top in battery, which you'll probably still run the same 2200 we're running anyway. But you put the weight hangers down on the front, and I think you're good, honestly. You may could put a set of Vitavon beadlock wheels on it. Well, no. I want to say we tried those with the hanger weights and they did not fit. They were rubbing the back of the bolt, so you'd have to grind a little bit on the weight. But if you did that and you put them on the stock axles, the wheels have a little bit more inset to them. So I have inserts that actually bring the tire back out on the wheel. They lock into the wheel. So if you guys have the Vidavon wheels on your stock axles and you're having a rubbing issue, I actually have an insert specifically for that. Addicted. All right, buddy. I'm still fit in the racing seats. Keeps me from getting back. Yeah, dude, I haven't been into a race car in a while. The last time I got in one, that dang Kirky, they got the high side on them. It got hung up on my fat roll. I had to peel that thing off. But once I got in, I was good. There you go, peaking, same class. We're a Fusion 8 Pro since I killed my 8 RTR. Yeah, heck, in Sean's Trail X, it's just a Fusion 8 RTR, just a simple one. Am I going to beat the creek? No, sir. I am not going to beat the creek this year. Gordy French, thank you, buddy. I always buy 2 tickets. Not too much, man. Just support the giveaway. I appreciate that, Mark, too. Like, hey, if you got 2 tickets in there, you have a chance. You never know. You never know, buddy. So I try to avoid mirrors too. It's like all the mirrors that I'm seeing lately, they're bent. You know, like at the circus that makes you look fat. They all are bent for some reason. I don't know what. I don't know how they got bent. No matter how about so many RC channels. Man, dude, I get offered, Ponky, I get offered all kinds of junk off of Amazon. And you rarely see an Amazon car on the channel. But when you do, it's unique and actually gets my interest and my attention. That's just the way it goes. But man, I get offers all the time. And 99% of them, I just simply ignore and let them go away. Your CXC2 skid is done. And I got an order for a Carbon X kit, and he wants the C2X skid on it. So I'm going to send him an email if he wants to just put the C2X skid and the different link on there, and I can keep the other ones. Then I'll refund him the conversion. Oh, excuse me, because I don't have to. Because I mean, there's no point sending him a skid that he's just going to throw in the garbage, and I can save him about $25 too. Gravitational lens. That must be it. Yeah, that must be it. That's why the moon's so big. Marcus, dude, you have thrown down a lot of money, buddy. Yeah. I have a Fusion Elite in my Trailette. Ooh, you got the Elite in there. Looking for 4S batteries. The 2200 milliamp 3S and the most 2200 4 amps are the same thing. The same dimensions are just one cell taller. So they should go right in. No issues there. So, all right. So we're looking good. It looks like I've caught up with all the comments. I'm assuming I've got everything here. All right. Looks like I've caught up with everything. Okay. So who's going to the J Concepts Trail Venture event? I need to know. Who's going to that one? Time for raffle. We got another 32 minutes to go, buddy. Chris Smith, 6539. Dude, yeah, because you can go up the higher. I mean, you only get like 7.4 volts out of the SE. With the Elite, you can go 8.4, 8.6 or something like that. Yeah, it really does. Enlighten. Nice. Okay. Ted, good deal. Tommy Tyson, good. Nice to see you guys down here for that, man. Heck yeah. When and where is that? It is what the heck's the dates of it? It's March, I think. It's in a couple weeks. You lost track of time. You missed that we are now into June, Clayton, and we're looking at July in just a few days. So sorry, buddy, you missed it. Peking. Stop buying OG SEX AKs. OG, you talking about the big dump truck axle trucks? Man, those were it back in the day. Joe achieved world peace. I would like to get that. He made a guy so mad he left. It doesn't surprise me, Punky. March 21st, 22nd. Thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. Coalition. Dude, hey, there you go. Mark, you would not want me for president. I can tell you right now, any rooster in any residential neighborhood would be removed or shot on sight. That would be the number one thing I would take care of right there. I am not a fan of roosters. You don't need them for eggs. Do not need them for eggs. Chris Smith, I don't want to get into that, but he was never in charge of anything. He wasn't even in charge of his own bowels, from what I understand. Bellevue, Florida. That's it. Oh, man, I love cats. Roosters are, I hate them things. I hate them worthless birds. All right, so anyway, I'm not going to talk about those things anymore. We're going to go right back to this and talk about a possible V2 of something. Heartburn. All right, so yeah, V2. What was I going to talk about V2? There was something I was going to do with the V2. Oh, when it comes to like one thing I do want to do, it does not have a battery tray. Sent me the portal transmission. I'm going to run the Elite Fusion. The Elite Fusion comes with that little battery. I don't have a dual battery tray for that one because it's not meant for it. But if you want the dual battery tray, I can send you one. I believe it'll go on there. But typically speaking, yeah, I got mine over here. I can show it to you real quick. I'll show you my Elite, and I'll show you exactly how it was or how it's meant to go together. Portal transmission. I want to run the Elite Fusion. Yeah. Okay, hang on. What's up, Michael? Rear skid on the Vertex. Yes, I am working on a revision on that for sure. I've got the new portal skid for Vitavon here. I got to get that one done. Get that on, get that tested. Let me go get this truck real quick, and I'll show you the setup I got on it. This is my Carbonex. Luckily, it's in here. Take the body off, and I'll show you the setup. So set the body. You can see right in here, that's where the battery's supposed to go with the Fusion, the Elite kit. So there should have been one of these battery trays in there. So hopefully that's in there. Put this back here. All right. Yeah, don't cats give you the 7-year itch? I've never had that before. Working on building a good class 1 for Cherokee. Yeah, because Bo Rushing from the Florida RC Coalition is running that. Okay. Okay, I'll look at your order and see if there's any possibility you may need anything else, and I'll get it in there. Marcus, that is true. I think what it was is I thought that you had like the whole kit So all I did was swap the rails plus your order. I think that's what my mindset was on that. A few driver mod stickers. Okay. Yep. You'll get now if you're going to run the stock body, you'll literally get this exact mount right here that I've got in here. That's exactly what you'll get. I have the whole kit. It's the one I want from you. Just wanted to swap. Okay. Well, maybe I missed it on the original one, huh? Okay. I'll get you fixed up, buddy. We'll get everything taken care of on that for sure. Wonder how I missed it. That's kind of an important part, you know. You kind of need a place to put your battery, which is really interesting on some other kits and all that I see. It's like they give you the chassis, you get some little bitty little sliders, and like that's it. Like the other ones, they don't provide a battery location, they don't provide a receiver mount, they don't provide a lot of stuff. And I really like to try to design all that stuff into mine, you know. And I don't like putting things on the sliders. In some chassis that have a greater blade skid that drops way down and catches everything, that is the lowest point. But on my chassis, that isn't the case. I like everything on my chassis, including the Trail X, right into here. Now, on the other Trail X's, they come with a big battery back here because if you're going to put it on the trail, you need more of a battery than a 650, right? Now, one thing I found out, if you put the 1322 portal gears in the back, you can speed it up and you can reduce a lot of the overdrive, which makes it more efficient on the trail. SJ Racing, no, we've not pulled yet. I got the black axles on the M2 Trail X. Nice, dude. Okay. No problem. Yeah, I'll get you, buddy. As usual, SJ, you got third. Oh no. You ever sell a trailer with the twin fusions already installed and tuned to that radio? I have the radio that comes with this. I haven't found a way to run dual ESCs on it. So I don't feel that that radio is even compatible for what I did with that. So you would have to do that all on your own. If there's another radio out there that's low cost, you know, because I doubt you guys want the truck plus another fusion. The transmission's the same price out of the way. That doesn't change anything. But another fusion plus a RC8X, another $200 radio on top of it. Nobody wants that. You know, it's just I'd rather find something. And the GT5, which I love the GT5, I don't think it can do. I've never done dual motor on it. We can do four-wheel steering on the knobs and all that stuff, but not dual motor. So you got to have a transmitter that can do dual motor and be reasonable priced. I'm trying not to have $1,000 truck, but you guys know as well as I do, typically the truck is the cheap part. Even at $700, it can be cheap. So yeah, the Mias radio is good, man. Every time, all the radios I get, I kid you not, this is a part of my process. I take the radio out, pull the 4 AA batteries out, pop the little lid open, and pull the 18650 battery out. In case you guys didn't realize it has an 18650, pull the little sticker, and then there's a little tab in there. I found that tab doesn't connect all the time. I literally take the tab out, put a little pinch right at the point where it contacts the battery, reinstall it, put the wire back into the groove, and then put it on the charger. So every single radio, I work on every radio that you get, because I don't want you to get it and the radio turn on and off because of a bad battery connection. I don't want that. I do not have $1,000 truck, 76. Yeah, but I don't think this will be $1,000 truck. I'm gonna try not to. You know, the Spectrum remote. Should I go with the ISXR Plus? Dude, Marcus, I love my ISXR Plus. I just don't know that it's worth that much money though. Like with my racers, being able to, because I've run the smart ESCs, the smart batteries, really nice stuff coming out for the smart battery stuff. Uh, and I like to be able to, like, say, once I get done with the race, I can take that, look at all the temperatures. I can look at the cells, how many milliamps were used, the internal resistance, and all that stuff, you know? So the smart tech is actually pretty nice. Plus, I like to hope the way that ESC is reading that smart battery, it's actually reading the cells while you're driving, as in like the load of the cells. Because if you have one cell that's dropping out further than the others, but the other cells are still pulling around 410, that one's hitting around 3.2 or something like that, but it's dropping intermittently. That one cell could take out the whole battery and thus burn your whole car down. So I'm hoping that those ESCs are reading that cell and can actually shut it off in the event one cell is going bad out of a 6S battery or something like that, you know? That's my hopes and that's my thoughts. I hope that they do that. The ISXR has full internet connection. Yes, it does. It's basically an Android. Yes, Mark Tulak, you are right about it. We'll make a rig. Yep. Japan, no. Why don't you show me the news? Why didn't you show, dude? Because I just printed them that last night late. But yeah, the new sliders, in fact, they're on there. Yeah, buddy. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll see plenty of new sliders tomorrow. Drugs in my drink. I know the Trilix over any other RTR. Dreadcock Wheeler, dude, I appreciate that. Dude, I feel it is the most RTR truck you can get out of a box. Period. I don't think there's anything more with more potential because you can. We've been comping the things. It's compable, trailable. It's more versatile. Full metal driveline in the thing. Now look, as awesome as this is, I got to give Axial credit. All of this right here, licensed everything for 500 bucks. I can't do that. I just can't. That's a very nice truck, guys. It really is. The Mia Stranded will run dual ESCs. I looked at mine. I didn't see it. I know it has ESC setting on there, but I didn't get it to say duals or two ESCs. I know you can bridge across and like to do a splitter, but that's not what we're after. I'll go back and dig into it again, but I want to be able to use dual ESCs to where you can turn one down or turn one up, you know, kind of vary the overdrive or dig, front dig, rear burn. Somebody told me that's how it's supposed to go. So that's the way I've got mine set up. And dude, it's awesome. When I was comping my dual motor this past Sunday, there were a few spots. I locked the front. I let the rear just kind of burn a little bit, and I could use the steering servo to actually move the back over to get through the gates. It would actually work pretty good. And I was running 525s on it too. Monster tires. Wow, Marcus. So what you're saying is I need to go ahead and get on these other two trucks I need to finish up. So you can have two more. Listen to Nacho Pimp. Well, yeah, I see that, but I didn't see that on the menu of mine. Think Chinese translations on English words. Can't remember. I mean, I know it has ESC on it. I know it has that, but I did not see where it had dual option because I went through the whole menu of it. I didn't see it had dual option. So we got about 15 minutes before we shut this raffle down. 15 minutes, guys. So we are going to wrap this thing up. Let me see where we're at. Looks like I definitely got some stuff to take care of here. All right. Guinea pig for any new chassis you have. Well, I mean, oh, the Arlarlo version does. I don't know that they're changed, but I think I have an Arlarlo version here, so maybe I do need to see if that menu has changed. I think I got that up here somewhere. The one on MK07. Okay, I'll go look for that one, see if I can find it there. I don't know that they would change the firmware, but it's possible. Andrew Ditto, what's up, buddy? As far as the chassis go, I mean, I'm still kind of looking at maybe a sporty with ECC coming up. I can mess around with the sporty lines if I get on that and make that happen. I have to look at it. I think I've got a motor in there. I can cut a Carbonex chassis, which is very similar to the chassis I want to design for it. So Sport X. Yeah, Sport X. But the name that we were going to give the Sporty was Exorcist. And I've been talking about that for like over a year now. The version that I had, I just didn't feel that it was where it needed to be. I didn't feel that it had what it took to be able to compete at the highest level. So with me not feeling that it had that capability in it, I never released anything on it. I just didn't feel it had it in it, you know? So, and I don't want to release a car that I don't think can run any good, you know? That would be bad for everybody, you know? So how do you get reflected ticket? How do you get reflected ticket? I don't know how you get a reflected ticket. But if you want to get a raffle ticket, there's a link in the pinned post right above you. It's highlighted. Click that. It takes you to the website, and you can get yourself a ticket right there. It's all electronic, buddy. It'll come right over to you. So I'm a noob. Has over grand in my junk to get sorted of complaints. She doesn't see the $8 gallon, 55 drive for my drink extra. I tell you, I have tried to get my wife to drive RCs with me. The only thing she's ever driven and actually liked was the Traxxas UDR. That was it. I told her, I said, if there's anything I have that you like enough that you want one, I will buy it for you right now. She never did. I would have bought her an X-Max. She drove my X-Max. Didn't care for that. I tried to get her to drive the Ramator. She didn't want to touch that. So, yes, sir, Rob. I got a pretty good supply of them in, so we'll see how long they last. Oh. Oh, gave you the UDR. The UDR is so awesome, especially if you drive it scale. If you drive it like a crazy guy, you're going to break stuff. How many tickets have been purchased? Let me look at this real quick. We will go to here. Yeah, I'll tell you guys how many tickets have been purchased. Let me see. So 334 as of what the screen is telling me. It could be up a little bit more than that. It just hasn't came through yet on the website. But right now we're at 334. So odds are still pretty decent. I had a guy crying about, 750 tickets. My odds aren't so good. I said they're still better than the lottery. So, but I told him, I said, when I had to limit it at 5, I got complaints because, there wasn't enough tickets. Okay, so let's bump it up to 750. Since I've done the 750, I've never made it to 5 since. Kind of an oddball thing, you know. I've never made it to 5 at that point. Dude, my DBXL is scary. We got 335 and 336. All right, see, there you go. It hadn't rolled in yet. Great frame to drive it. Dude, the Traxxas UDR is actually pretty neat. Stock out of the box, man. Lots of suspension travel. Everything. Oh, I've got the UDR portals by Vidavon. I got to put those on mine. Plus, I've got the cage. I've got all that stuff to get done. I don't think their motors are pretty good. I do know from what I've been told by countless people, you swap the stock ESC out for like a Max 6 and you get a boost. So at least a little bit more of torque. Well, because I think they've got the punch turned down in the stock ESC to save parts, which makes sense on their part. I mean, it makes sense for me. I mean these, I have to assume the motor has enough power to break something. Like if you bind one corner up, that Fusion Elite's got a pretty good bit of torque to it. Now Fusion SE got a bit of torque to it. I think the SE may have more torque than the Elite, but the Elite has the RPM and the 4S. Cage. I know, and I got it sitting up there. I've got the cage on there. Now Surpass does have some good motors. I imagine it's so old, man. Dude, I think he said March the 5th or 6th or something like that. So if what I think is releasing, I'm going to order that, and I'm going to try to order a set of those axles. I want to build a Carbon X or a version thereof a Carbon X on those axles. I like those axles, but I will tell you this, if you get those axles and you drive in jagged terrain like what we do with broken concrete, you got to get the skid for the back. You need to get the skid for the back. And actually, it's been up for a while now. I'm going to change something on the listing. Max 5 ESC makes it correct, Punky. Yeah. Thor to clean up and redo the oil, and the oil is still clear. Well, of course it's still clear. Those are actually the nice Traxxas shocks, the GTR shocks. I think it is from Traxxas. Those are actually really nice shocks on Thor. The Valkyrie, dude, I've got one of them left. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they are. All right, we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. We're getting close to the last call here. Last call for the Yoda. Let's see what you guys can do here. Well, rather than doing that, Ponky, why don't you just get the J Concepts truck when that gets released? That sounds like a better deal. I'm going to get one. I'll tell you that much right now. Yes, sir, Cherry. Yes, sir, Mike, you sure did. Are you going to run it, or are you going to just park it, put it up? Yeah, Russer, yeah, GTR shocks, yeah. And it was weird because they had the rear shocks in the front and the front shocks in the back on that truck due to the towers and all that. Skid for the stock Vertex is a must. Yeah, that's the number one thing that you need to get for your Vertex. Absolutely. J Concepts X3. Sure, yep. J Concepts is king. Dude, I can't wait to get that truck, man. It's a dual, I believe it's a MOA. It's like finally an updated modern version of Clodbuster. It's a leaf spring, but it works. It's like a 4-link leaf spring with dual shackles on it. It actually works. That's been done in the real world too. You build a whole 4-link, but rather than have a coil spring or a coil over shock or something like that, you just use the leaves, but you put a shackle at both ends. That way there's no binding on the bars. Punky, I doubt they're going to be fragile. I really doubt that. Why would you want port? The reason for the portals, it's only for the front. The reason is when you take a UDR full droop, you've got there's a lot of travel on it. The axles are maxed out, and this will allow you to get all that droop and not have so much angle on the joint. I believe that's where he's at with this. I believe. it's kind of an odd thing in my opinion, but it seems like that's where he's going with this. Oh, you're going to run it, Michael Cherry. Dude, post videos, buddy. Post that first failed backflip when you cracked that body. Cherry Coke. It's not full. It's down to about right here. It's right to the bottom of the sea. All right, so we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Element, SCX10, and Vanquish for trail truck. What would be the I would build? I would not build the Element due to parts availability. The SCX10 parts are everywhere. Vanquish parts are pretty much everywhere as well for that one. I'd probably choose the SCX10. If you're going to buy brand new like this, everything is licensed and absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know. It'll be a toss up between Axial and Vanquish, in my opinion. But for $500, dude, this right here. Now, if you want to step it up and get a bomb-proof trail truck, Trail X, which this isn't completed yet, but still, the Trail X is, there's nothing close. I don't know how to say it. There's just nothing close to it. Poverty edition. We were calling it the peasant edition. So we're on the same wavelength here. See, it kind of stinks because I've done and beat the snot out of my Founders edition. But, oh well. Nicholas, yes, sir. Exofest 3. Which Vanquish is better, the VS410 or the H10 Optic? For the trail, I would probably do the Optic. I think the Optic is a great trail truck. I really do. I really think the H10 Optic is a great trail truck. I really do. Trail X, if you don't want all that overdrive, put the 1322 portal gears in the back. 4 bolts, super easy. Now you end up with about 6% overdrive. Perfect. And it speeds it up a little bit. It's already brushless out of the box, which it's got a Fusion SE, not the Fusion Elite. This is my personal truck I'm building for myself. Servo is actually pretty decent. Sharp turning radius, dual joint axles, metal axle housings. I mean, they come with a skid right here. And unless it's gone, there was one on the website a few minutes ago. Raymond, what's up? We're down to about 3 minutes on this thing. So let's see where we are here. About 3 minutes, because at 8:01, that's the actual cutoff time, and it's like right on the spot there. So I'll pull it up on the screen, and I will take care of that. And we will see who will win. I'm gonna spill this thing. We're gonna see who will win this right here. That's where you'll see the number right there. So we are slowly gearing up. Come on. My carpet's getting wrinkled down here. All right. That's good. I like straight axles. I actually have planned to put a straight axle under this. I just haven't done it yet. I've got the straight axles, the Mias nylons. I've got those. That way I get to keep the width and all of that. I just haven't done it yet. Maybe I should have done it with this one. Yeah, no. RC trucks can also be your therapy. Tip C. Great. Well, what about if you really like the straight axle? Do you like Jeeps? What about the Axial CJ7? Okay. Put the tan next to the red. Let's go. Well, I'm not taking the tan out of the Ziploc bag, but there it is. It's a different shade of tan. It's not actual tan. It's kind of like a military greenish tan. You watch this be a blend, a one of one worth $10 million. Will do. All right. So it is a good trail truck. Tan drab. I guess so. That does kind of look like it. Yeah. Body's actually pretty thick on it too. Oh crap. Let me get over here. It's almost time to shut this thing down. I hope you guys are getting checked out because we are almost at the 1 minute mark. Let me see here. Tickets right here. Okay. I'm going up 1 minute countdown. And in the past, like I always say, once I click this save button to turn it to draft, if it's in your cart, you will not get it. It will not come to your checkout. And then once all that gets in there, then I'm going to go through, let all the payments come through, and let everything settle out. And then we will see. Right now, it looks like 357 tickets. I know we're above that. I am just waiting to finish this out right here. You're down to the last seconds, buddy. Let's see here. I am waiting. I'm watching the screen, waiting for it to say 8:01. This is like the grace period right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's over. It's over. Now let's see here. Let's see where we're at. All right, I'm showing 360 right here. I got to go check because it's a website and an app in the website. So I got to verify all numbers are. All right, see, the app is showing 363 and the website is showing 360. So that'll update. Sometimes it may take it a minute or two to update that. 365 is what I see now on the website. It just does this. It takes a few seconds for everything to come through and everything getting up there. So 365 is the top ticket that I see right now. And a guy by the name of Jeff has got that ticket. So everything, I'm going to refresh one more time here. Yeah, Ponky, it does take just a few minutes to do that. 10 minutes behind, got to stop. All right, buddy. CTM Adventures. You should have it a second email. Speed 6x6. How much? What? Really, Bronco is nice. Besides, anyway, all your numbers are there. So I have had in the case where sometimes emails weren't sent, but even if the emails aren't sent, if it pulls a number, I always verify that number to the person. If they're on here, boom, we got a winner right here in house. If they're not here, then I contact them because not everybody can hang out the whole time. But anyway, all right. I believe 365 was the last ticket because we are now about 2 minutes post ticket into it. Refresh, and we are at, looks like 365 is it. Yep, everything looks right on point here. I'm just verifying all my numbers. I don't want to have any discrepancies. All right, so yeah, I think we're all good now. Ramirez, dude, it always happens. Janny Brimmer, what's up, buddy? I actually would have made that a standard cabin, put a little bedside on the front. You can adjust the links out a little bit to get the wheels back if you want. All right, so 365. Now I go to this. Apparently our last one was 355. So we went 10 more. So now I click done. I restart it. And that right there puts all 365 tickets on there. All right, so are we ready? Let's see who wins this olive drab tan uh whatever it is. Ready? Set. Here we go. A low number 75. That's an early ticket. That's an early ticket. Oh, can you guys see it? Yeah, okay. It's hard to see on there. Can you see it? 75. Yep, there you go. Wow, there's a heck of a delay here. Who had 75? Is 75 in the house? I'm going to go to the tickets and see if I can find ticket number 75. Oh, excuse me. While I'm doing this, I can't see you guys' comments. So, all right. Ticket number 75. Wow, that's an early one. Let's see. Oh, wow. I think he ordered something today on the website. Is there a Bryce Jenkins in the house? Is there a Bryce Jenkins? I think I was messaging him earlier. Something he was trying to get some different parts made and stuff like that. So is there a Bryce Jenkins in the house? If you know a Bryce Jenkins, if you know him, if you guys know him, message him. I can't message anybody. This phone doesn't have all that stuff on there. So I'm curious. Maybe he can pop in real quick. Yeah, that's a good win. So I'm waiting. I guess he's not on. Wow, there is a heck of a delay. At least the internet's been smooth though. Is there a Bryce in the house? Double and give it to the next guy. I got the double. The double would be used and abused. I do still have the new in the box Axial early Bronco. It is still sealed up, like from the factory. It is still sitting there. Yeah, it is sitting there. I guess Bryce is not around. All right, I guess that is Bronco needs to live a life. And it's the early Bronco, so it's a 10-3. Still got all the normal stuff, you know. He's here. Where is he at? Where is Bryce at? You say he's in here. I haven't seen him actually comment unless he has a different screen name. I'm hoping to see Bryce pop in. Homex Sick 88. Okay. I know. I know. I had to send him an email. I think it was by email or something. Yeah. All right. So I guess we're going to be quiet. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and talk about events then. It's kind of anticlimactic without them being here, you know? I kind of look forward to when they're here, you know? Boom, boom. So, oh well. He might pop in. All right. So, J Concepts Trail Venture is coming up March. And guys, I'm there. I'm a sponsor, gold sponsor. In their raffle giveaway, however they want to handle it, they have a Trail X. So I sponsored them with a Trail X. So you guys will have your option to do that. And it has a special plaque on the side that says TVC. I want to do TVA, like the Time Variance Authority, but it doesn't quite work with their event. So Ponky, dude, man, we got stuff. We host events here. We got Callahan, which is maybe 45 minutes for us, maybe 30. We got Ocala, which is a couple hours. We got Titusville, which is a couple hours plus one. And then everything else, we kind of got to go up north. Type it all caps Bryce. Marcus, no. I do not see home X6 on here. 88. I do not see him on here. I do not see any comments from him if he's here. Orange X Max limited tickets. No. What amount would you need, Punky? He is writing in a lot. So is he posting? Because I'm not seeing anything from him at all. I mean, I don't see anything. I'm looking at live chats right here. Well, it does say top chat. We'll go here. Hang on a second. Let me see here. I did switch it to live chat. Dude, okay. What the heck? I didn't even know we had another way to go here. Really? I just learned something. I did not realize, but why wasn't that showing up as top chats? Dude, I had it on top chat. I never even knew that was an option. Thank you. All right, so yes. Where you at? Homesick. Dude, I got you, buddy. I got you, man. Dude, I did not realize that was even an option. Why? Yeah, I got live chat, top chat, and fan funding. Super chat. Dude, okay. Sweet. I wonder why he wasn't showing up though. Top chat defaulted. Yeah. That's why, Topper, that's why some people say, you never answered my question. They get all offended. Okay, I'm good now. I will set this up for live chat from now on. So yeah, I learned something. Homesick. Yep. Buddy, my fault. I did not I don't get why you weren't popping up. But anyway, awesome, dude. Glad to have you. That makes me feel better that you're here and I can actually see you. I just don't know why you weren't. I will change that from now on. But anyway, hopefully everybody's doing all right. So, so I will put in all I have for it at this moment are a set of inserts. So if you watch my video, you'll notice that the tires were wallowing out real bad. So just take those inserts or take the foams and put them up. Because if you end up going with like a pro code, then you may want those because they're so soft and they'll work good with those. So save those inserts. But yeah, you'll be getting a set of these in there along with some stickers. Yeah, carpet. Apparently, I really do. I was unaware that that was even an option. I do not plan on any mods at all to the SCX 30K10. This is my mod truck. This is my stock class truck. I have zero mods at all. I would like to switch the axles out, but can't do that. Can't swap anything on it at all. I wonder if it's even legal to disconnect the lights. I guess it's whatever rules we make up, right? But yeah, it's a pretty cool little truck. You might be able to sneak in some overdrive gears in the front end without somebody noticing. But honestly, without going to the U-joint axles and all that, you can't really take advantage of it because these make a good turn right here. These are close, but actually not close. Yeah, these turn a lot sharper. Enlighten, are there any more in stock? I don't know if the 65 has less torque than the 88, but I was fine with the 88. Yeah, Punky, good question. What raffle you guys want to see? I was really surprised that I got it in, because I just ordered right off of Horizon like everybody else, and I was really surprised that it came in. It came in yesterday, by the way. The red one is also one of these. This was actually sent for review, so I don't sell or do anything with anything that was sent for review like that. I just feel it's underhanded, and I feel it's cheap, and it's just something that's dirty. So if I do another one, and if I do a red one, you'll be getting a brand new red one in the box. So RGTS. I do have something out there, and Sean mentioned it. I have the Primal Challenger, a red one. Either Sean just farted or he moved the chair. I heard something. It wasn't me. But anyway, I have the red one. It's never been powered up. Still fresh out of the box. I don't have the box for it though, but I have that sitting there. Multiple SCX 30s. I could order like 5 of them if you guys want to do 5 of them. Yeah, FMS Michigan for laughs and size. Lineup of SCX 30s. Are they all still in stock? Let me see. Let's go to Horizon. They were fast on this order, man. I know everybody has their issues. Let me see. I know I've done several with like bashers and stuff like that. The fact is, you guys just really don't care about bashers. If it's a crawler, you're all in for it. So the K30, or yeah, the SX30 shows in stock. Black one. Well, the black one is out of stock. So only this color is in stock right now. So we've got that. Well, heck, get back to it here. The Jeep is in stock. The white one and the green one is in stock. So we got all of that in stock there. And why do I got to keep doing this? And the Bronco. Ooh, the Bronco blue is out of stock. The Bronco is completely out of stock. Maybe Arlarlo has something. I have a Arlarlo car, but it's for Exofest 3. Enlighten, I don't have a Peasant XP10, buddy. Now, it's possible. Dude, it is possible because they got 2 days. So at that point, I would have to order 2 of them. I guess it depends on the cost of them things, but I think if you guys want, what if I order 5 SCX 30s and just have 5 pulls? Would you guys be up for that? The new ice cream truck, I saw that. I don't know yet. But I mean, what if I did like 5 SCX 30s? Now, I tried a multi pull a while back and it was just different things, and that did not work out. All right, so you guys want SCX 30s? I mean, dude, they're awesome trucks. All right, let me see here. Let me sign in. There we go. Sign in on that. I may want to buy something else for me too. I don't need another SCX 30. All right, SCX 30. Let's see here. I know you guys are gonna want the Chevy, right? I mean, the black ones are out of stock, so the only chance I have to get that would be the green one. Yep, next shipment April of 20. Ooh, these things are gonna be hard to get, aren't they? All right, so I'm going to put Let's see if I can put 3 of the Chevys in stock in the cart. That looks good there. Okay. And now, SCX30, let's go to the Jeep. Let me see. The white one is in stock. That's actually pretty cool looking. The white one is. The green one. Okay, I'm gonna order 2 of the green ones. Add that to the cart. Okay, and then about 2 of the white. Ooh, the white one's got a really nice tire on it, man. Actually, the Jeeps have really nice tires. I like that each one has a different tire. This right here is like a bogger. So let me see here. We'll put 2 of those in the cart. Let's see if everything is in there. Let's go to the checkout. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Sometimes that happens here. All right, so it does show that I think everything is good. Let me see. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys here. I'm looking at a blank screen right here. Let me try this. Let me go back to the YouTube. I lost you guys. There we go. All right, we'll go back to this. Back to my channel. Yeah, I just completely lost you guys on that. There we go. All right, I am back now. Finally, I can see myself. I guess. Okay, so yeah. All right, so you guys are all right. It says top chat. I'm moving this to live chat. There we go. Get back on live chat here. Okay, good. All right, so I guess I want to RTR from Exocaged. Just wondering, is there a RTR from Exocaged? Yes, the Trail X. Dalton, if you go to Exocaged RC, you got the Trail X here. I can maybe I won't lose you guys again. And it was okay on my end. Yeah, we're gonna do this right here. Control C. All right, so Dalton, right here. There is the Trail X. I will be honest with you, it's got the best parts of any RTR truck on the market. So, all right, so what I've got in my cart right now, if you guys want to do a whole bunch of SCX30s, I currently have, I have 3 of this Chevy Blazer. I have 2 green Jeeps and 2 white Jeeps. Does that sound like a good mix? So that's a total of 6. That's a total of 6 SCX30s. Tommy Tyson, dude, man, I'm gonna tell you, dude, they're really cool trucks. They really are. Limit or not? There's no way for me to put a ticket limit on it, so I can't do that one. Disappointed Trail X, tired of Jeeps. Can't wait to get these things. What shocks do you recommend for this particular rig? For this, just run the stock shocks. I mean, stock ones have been fine. Clayton's right, dude. I tried the 24s. They were okay, but they were never my thing. This is the only small scale I've ever actually went out and bought parts for. Never bought parts for SCX24 ever. But this one I actually bought parts for. I don't know why. It just seems to drive good. It really does. So no Jeeps. I'll probably leave a Jeep in there though. I can put more Chevys in there. Marcus, Spectrum posted on their Instagram about one of those chargers they got. Jeeps are fine. Barbie had a Jeep. I mean, like it is right now. I mean, I got a red mark on the Chevy. What's going on with that? Whatever. Red. The other ones are showing fine, but I got a red mark on the Chevy. I may have to get the Jeeps to have multiple pulls. Or if you guys want, we could just simply, the winner gets to pick. I think I might need to order these quick because I don't know what is going on with the thing here. I mean, I'm looking at it. The other ones are fine. Let me go to the cart again real quick. It shows everything is in stock, but I'm not sure why that was showing that. All right, I added a fourth Chevy to it, and we'll take off one of the white Jeeps. So now I have 4 Chevys, 2 green Jeeps, and a white Jeep. That's what I'm thinking, Ponky. Winner 1 gets to choose it. Winner 1 gets to choose it, and then I randomly pull what we do. Sound good? So if winner 1 gets to pick whatever they want, whichever color they want, then everything else goes into a box. I will reach over like a blind guy, fumble around and pull one out and pull a number. Does that sound good? See, this is kind of awesome being able to set all this stuff up with you guys, you know? So you want each winner gets to choose down the line. Okay, how about this? The first winner gets to choose, and the second number gets pulled, and then I fumble around and pull one, and you see what you get. Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah, that adds a little bit of a drum roll. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, so thing with the vacuum tubes. Dude, yeah, but I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but I mean, we had 365 tickets on this one sold. If this happens to pull, let's just go stupid. If it pulls 1,000 tickets, buddy, that's a lot of balls. Uh-huh. The other way would be to have to do like one number, then one number, then one number. It just does 3 rows of numbers. Yeah, and Ponky, I did that, remember? And nobody liked it. I pulled one number, popped up, pulled one number, popped up, pulled one number. I mean, we had the winner and everything, but it wasn't, you guys didn't really like that design. Balls walks funny. Yeah, but he's lucky. Oh my goodness. Okay, well look, guys. So I've got 4 Chevys and 3 Jeeps. 7 right there. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I got to price the tickets to where it makes sense though. And I lose, there's a certain percentage like gone off the top of every ticket. So I got to figure out the numbers, but we'll see. It'll either be 6 or 7 trucks. So actually, we're going to do this right here. Because you guys like the Chevys, we're going to do 4 Chevys and then a yellow and a white Jeep. That's what we're going to go with right there. Yes, Ponky, I can do that, but you know, the crazy thing about that is it's much better if I have it right here. And besides, between now and next Tuesday, you know, what I get now might be here, might not even be there. I mean, they could be gone by next. That's what I was worried about with the other one I did like that. I was like, ooh, the new Red Cats. Let's see what SCX30 they got on A main here. Let's see. See the black Chevy available in store. All the Jeeps, all the Broncos are sold out on A main. expected Monday, July the 6th on those on AMain. So the only thing available, and it says available in-store limited quantities. Oh goodness. So yeah, I have got to I've got to get this going here. So all right. So anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this order gets done. See, Bonky, I think I do need to get this order done today. Dude, Supernatural is amazing. I love that show. But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys. I will get with you and send me an email. Well, I can send you an email from the website, yahoo.com. All right. So, guys, we're going to let y'all go, and I'm going to get this stuff ordered so I can go ahead and get it coming because it appears that they are going out of stock. Hope that wasn't the reason for the Chevy being like that. Anyway, all right, guys, catch y'all later. Let me get this stuff done. Y'all have a good one. I gotta get busy.